In today's video, I'll be sharing the reason why a lot of carers are currently in the UK but do not have any job to do. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fajira. If you're joining me for the very first time, I'm so happy to have you all in our beautiful family. For my returning subscribers, thank you guys for always coming back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate. God bless you. If you're new to this channel, I create content on how you can migrate to the UK, jobs with visa sponsorship in the UK, UK immigration updates, live in the UK, like everything you can think about the UK. So if you're someone who is interested in such content, do hit on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, so each time I upload a new video, you're going to be the very first person to see that video. So guys, before we dive right into today's video, please do like and share this video with your friends and loved ones. It may help someone. Recently, a lot of carers have relocated to the UK but do not have any jobs to do. Yes, meanwhile, they've signed a contract with the organizations that have employed them from overseas, contract of 36 hours, 39 hours, 40 hours and so on, but they are currently in the UK but cannot work, and a lot of them are stranded at this point. A lot of them do not even have money to pay their accommodation. In fact, recently I spoke with one that he's even saying he's going back with his family back to his country because he was living a comfortable life before moving to the UK, but all of a sudden he can't even do anything because he is a main applicant, and also things are getting worse with him. So when they reached out to me, I was able to call the care homes that employs them from overseas to find out why this is happening, because I've read through their contract and they have said in their contract that they are going to be giving 36 hours per week, 37 hours per week, and which is why I had to film this video, because this is a very important information that I need my viewers to be aware of. So when coming to the UK, you're very much aware of it because you're already prepared. Now, when I called the care homes and they went into details to tell me that before these people were giving their offer letter, they told them that they will be doing domiciliary care during the interview, and they said yes, that they can do it. And also they also asked if they are drivers from their various countries, and they said yes, that they drive. They also sent over their driver's license for them to see. Now they even informed them that we are giving this job because you have mentioned to us that you're a driver, and when you come to the UK, you're going to get a car for yourself that you'll be using to do this job. And they were like, yes, we're going to do that. We've been driving here. Once we get to the UK, we'll get a car and we will start driving. Now, most of these companies, they've got a lot of hours and are still looking for people to fill up these hours. But because majority of the people they have recruited do not drive at all, like some just went to do driver's license, international driver's license, to show that they drive but do not drive. They also even told these care workers that they will get a car, they will be paying by installments provided they can drive. And all of them in this particular organization, they have an international driver's license but they cannot drive. Whereas during the interview, they already told these care homes that they drive. They even took pictures of them, that they even regretted not asking for video recording while driving. So they also presented their international driver's license, and now they are currently in the UK because this job they have come to do in the UK requires them to be driving from one client to the other. And the ones that do not drive, they had already paired them up with a few people on ground that usually drive. For the ones that had just arrived now, they don't even drive at all and they cannot pair them. Some of them, the companies that actually recruited them, do not even have work for them. But I spoke to the care homes that actually got jobs, and they said, as they speak to me now, that they are doing recruitment, in-country recruitment, and they are not ready to sponsor anybody's visa for now until they are able to get enough people that will be able to do the job they have recruited overseas workers to come and do. So now the overseas care workers that are currently in the UK cannot drive, but they've got international driver's license, and because they have lied to the organization that they drive, even the organizations have offered them cars that, okay, you're going to use this car and be paying gradually for it, but yet they still cannot drive. So if you know that you cannot drive, why will you tell the organization that is recruiting you that you can drive? So this is a major reason for everyone that has been saying, I've come to the UK, apart from the fact that some care homes have just recruited people and just dumped them in the UK without giving them hours to work. There are still some care homes that have got a lot of hours to work. They are still looking for care workers to do the job. because the people they have recruited from overseas that had told them in their interview that they drive, and all of a sudden they are in the UK, they don't drive. Guys, if you're watching this video, please, I beg you, don't say you drive when you don't drive, because if you have said you drive and you do not drive, they will definitely know when you arrive in the UK and you will not get hours to work. So most of these people that are going through these challenges, they had already told them that this job we are giving to you requires you to drive. You will need a car, and because everyone is desperate to travel, they're like, okay, yes, I drive. They go to do international driver's license, and you get to the UK, you cannot drive. Bear in mind that UK driving is quite different. So please, if you know that you don't drive and you are being asked if you drive, tell them that you do not drive, because when you say you do not drive, they may look out for a space that is for non-drivers and fit you in. But when you come to say, oh, I'm a driver, I'm this, I'm that, and yet you do not drive, and you get to the UK, you're not able to go for your shifts, you're not able to do anything, then you become frustrated, like a lot of people that are currently frustrated now, because they have said in their interview, they have presented a driver's license that they drive, and all of a sudden they get to the UK, they can't drive. If you know that you don't drive and your dream is still to relocate to the UK this year and beyond, start learning how to drive. Now, at least you should know how to drive from your country. Then when you get here, you get a tutor that will just take you out on the road. You watch some YouTube videos, then you start driving, then prepare for your theory test and your practical test. So I've advised them to go get an instructor that will take them out to show them how the UK driving is, and see if they can adapt and start preparing to learn how to drive while they're in the UK. But you know, that will involve them paying some money, which they told me that because they are not working, they can't even afford it, because the least an instructor will take from you in the area where I live is 35 pounds for 1 hour. So tell me, 1 hour is not enough for you to learn everything about UK driving. 1 hour is not enough for you to just learn and get on the road with your international driver's license, which is why, like I said, if you're still watching this video and you're overseas and your dream is to come to the UK, start learning how to drive from now, so that when you're coming to the UK, it's just like you're going to do a top-up driving and you get on the road and start driving. So most of this care work are mostly domiciliary care, and when you're working as a domiciliary carer, you need a car to be on the road. I know some people that actually drove in their countries and they are over here now, they bought a car and they are doing the job. Some of them are complaining that I've got so many hours, I'm tired, I'm this. But whereas some people are also in the country that have not even gotten one shift since they arrived. So please guys, one of the things I would like you to do for yourself now is for you to start preparing yourself to learn how to drive if you're still in overseas, and if you're currently in the UK, get an instructor like I earlier said and get on the road, so you can be able to go back to the company that have brought you to start picking up shifts. Because some companies will tell you that if you don't have a car, we can't give you shifts, which is true. You'll not be getting on the bus from one place to the other to do a domiciliary care. You will need to have a car. So guys, for everyone who has inboxed me, for those crying, for those who are, I know this is not the case of everybody, but for you that is still planning to come to the UK, please do prepare yourself before you move to the UK. Don't lie to your organization that you drive when you don't drive, please. And just in case you already have the international driver's license and you do not know how to drive, get somebody to teach you how to drive. So this is the major reason why a lot of people are currently in the UK and they do not have shifts, they do not have hours to work. The main challenge is that when you even go to another organization to look for a job, they'll remind you that you only have 20 hours to work for them, so you can't work more than that 20 hours elsewhere. So it's quite difficult now to get a job outside the care job, except you're going to another care organization that is willing to give you more hours to work. We all know that you can now work in another care organization for more than 20 hours, but if you're going to look for a job in an organization that is not a care organization, you will need to maybe switch your visa, because most of those companies now, they are looking for full-time and not part-time. So this is already making a lot of people go mad in the UK. This is already making a lot of people like regretting moving to the UK. So I wouldn't want you to find yourself in that situation. So before you come to the UK this year, make sure that you're prepared, okay? All right guys, we've actually come to the end of this video, and if you find this video helpful, do hit on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, so each time I upload a new video, you're going to be the very first person to see that video. Until I see you in my next video, guys, do take care and have a lovely day. Bye bye for now.